Valley today.
Welcome back. It's a global celebration of the cocktail, and it's happening tomorrow. I am happy to welcome Japanese spirit expert and author Christopher Pellegrini to the show for World Cocktail Day. So I understand that you're visiting us from the other side of the globe in Japan, where you have lived for the last 20 years. Is that right?
That's right. I have been there for 20 plus years now. It's correct. I lived there longer than I ever lived in my hometown in Vermont.
Oh my goodness. So we're truly celebrating International Global Cocktail Day with you from somebody from across the globe. And we're talking today about a Japanese spirit. Is that right? It's a spirit, and it's shochu. Is that what it is?
Perfect.
Okay, so tell us about shochu.
So shochu is Japan's indigenous spirit. It's way older than whiskey. Everybody thinks that whiskey is Japan's spirit. It's not. Whiskey's only been around for about 100 years in Japan. But shochu and its slightly older cousin, awamori, have been brewed and distilled in the Japanese islands for between 500 and 600 years. It is everywhere in Japan. It outsells sake in Japan, and that surprises everybody. And it's made in every single prefecture. You can find it in every supermarket, every bar, every restaurant, every convenience store. It is everywhere.
And so if we had to compare it to something in the States, what might we compare it to?
That's such a difficult question, Emily. The reason why is because it's so different from all of the other spirits that are commonly consumed in the States. Shochu is made from 53 approved ingredients. The big ones are sweet potatoes, barley, rice, kokuto sugar, and a bunch of other ones. And they taste like what they're made from. They're very rarely barrel aged like a bourbon. They are not multiply distilled like a vodka or a gin, and you're not allowed to add anything to them. So they're very simple but very difficult spirits to make. But the Japanese have been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And
so
do we drink shochu by itself, or do we make cocktails with it?
I think cocktails are your play here. They're almost never consumed neat in Japan. There's always some sort of dilution or with sparkling. You know, they love to drink these with their meals. So it's about bringing the alcohol percentage down a little bit so that it doesn't overcrowd the food, and enjoying them together with friends.
And these are, by Irish drinking standards, these are pretty low alcohol contents.
Good call. They are. They typically 25 to 30% ABV is kind of the sweet spot for these spirits. Historically, at 26%, that was a different tax bracket, so the cost would go up for the consumer. So everybody bottled at 25, but these days they've equalized those things, and there's a lot more variety. But still, 25 to 30 is typical.
Okay, very interesting. So you're gonna make a cocktail. We're gonna make a couple, and I might join you for the next one or the second one. So, what kind of cocktails can we make?
Well, we can make, very simply starting out with highballs. I think highballs are a great way to freshen up the drink. I think they're great for summer months, and they can pair really nicely with a variety of dishes. We're going to start, you can tell me which one to start with, but we do have two different spirits here. One is a sweet potato shochu called Colorful, and this is made with purple sweet potatoes. It is single distilled, so it smells like sweet potatoes. It has an amazing perfume, an amazing bouquet. Yeah, in fact, why don't we do that right now? I have a little glass in front of me. I'm going to
Oh my goodness, it does.
We can talk about this. Sweet potato shochu is the biggest subcategory in Japan. There are thousands of brands made every year. Purple sweet potato shochu is very popular. Nice perfume. It has a lot of fruitiness, a lot of florality. Yeah. Little bit of a like Earl Grey tea edge to it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It does smell very fruity. So what can we make with this?
With this one, I think let's just make a straight up highball.
Okay.
Which is very, very easy to do at home. Those are the types of cocktails that I like. I love 2 and 3 ingredient cocktails that I can do at home. So I've got a glass of ice here.
Okay.
And we're just going to take a couple ounces of colorful sweet potato shochu. This is 30% ABV, alcohol by volume. So I'm going to use a jigger. If you don't have a jigger, you can use a shot glass or a shot and a third about.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have that, geez, what do? A shot glass is 3 tablespoons or 9 teaspoons if you need a sobriety test. So I'm just going to put my 2 ounce pour in here. This is a little more than a shot. And then we're going to top it up with sparkling. So that's in there. I think 6 ounces of sparkling water is enough, but I have a big glass, so I'm going to go a little bit heavier on that. And then you can see, yeah, this already, you can smell how bright it is. And then if you have a bar spoon, don't stir things that are bubbly because you're going to destroy the bubbles. But I like to just kind of give it a slow half turn and then lift the ice a little bit and then set it back down gently. And there you go. Now we have our colorful sweet potato shochu highball. And this is lovely in the summertime. I gotta say. It's
Okay, that's
really
all that's in that's in a highball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can make that. Look how easy this is. Okay, so I have my highball. I have some ice.
There you go.
I have the colorful. It smells incredible. And I have a jigger. Look at us. We're coming up in the world.
There we go.
And I've got some club soda. Look at that. And I always have club soda on hand. I was just talking to you. I have one of the Soda Stream. You like make your own soda, and I love having that. I do not have a swizzle stick, but
oh, that's okay.
That's okay. So I'm done. That was super easy. I'm gonna taste this
one. And you
one.
can adjust according to taste. If you want it to be a little bit heavier on the sweet potato, go for it. If you need it heavier on the carbonation, that's totally fine.
That is so good. But we have another one that involves coffee, so I'm really excited about this one. Let's make this one.
Okay. So this is a barley shochu. I told you before there are 53 approved ingredients. Barley is a big one. Now, this one's kind of crazy on the nose. We like to call it French breakfast in a glass because when you nose it, you're going to get like espresso and dark chocolate and baguettes, you know, that yeasty quality.
How interesting.
Isn't it?
And it's so different from this other one.
Popular brand for us. And
it's so different from this other one.
Yes, very, very different. And that's because of the single pot distillation, sorry, nerd alert, that allows the drink to smell like what it's made from. And that is quite unique in the world of spirits, I must say. So, again, glass of ice. All right, and I'm gonna pour the coffee first. I'm gonna pour a couple ounces of coffee made earlier this morning. You can use cold brew if you want. Cold brew is actually excellent.
We've got some cold brew here.
2 ounces.
Well, I went a little heavy on the coffee.
That's all right. Well, you know what?
This will be my morning cocktail. Okay, coffee.
Coffee. Then we're gonna do an ounce, just an ounce of. I'm gonna make sure I don't spill the coffee on the table. Just an ounce of the Mugi Hokka barley shochu. You can go probably a full shot with this if you want. It might actually, if you poured a lot of coffee, you probably should go a full shot. 25% ABV. So this is not going to blow your head off, obviously, especially if you drink spirits on a daily basis, or maybe not a daily basis, but and then
on a regular basis.
Add sparkling too. Sorry.
Oh, and some sparkling. Oh, interesting.
And some sparkling. Just a couple of ounces on top, just to freshen it up. There we go. And then again, if you have a spoon, great. Just a half turn. Gonna lift, and voila.
Oh, that is so interesting. These two definitely taste like global cocktails, something that you would not find in the States very easily. These are delicious. If we want to find shochu, maybe we want to find these two. How do we find shochu here in the States?
Well, I think for people that are, where you are in Fresno, I think a really good resource is a shop called Umami Mart, UMAMI Mart. And they ship throughout the state of California. They have an excellent selection of shochu from all over Japan, as well as other spirits, and as well as sake and beer from Japan. So I think that's a great resource, and California is very lucky to have that at their disposal. Also, just regular bottle shops. are happy to carry it, but you do sometimes have to go in there and ask them. If you go in and say, "Hey, I want to try this. I saw it on TV," they will source it.
Yes.
And they'll get it really quickly. That's a big
You just
help.
got to make a relationship with those people, especially if you're drinking cocktails every day. You probably have one. All right. Well, thank you so much. Cheers, my friend. Happy Global Cocktail Day.
Kanpai.
And stay right there. The all-new Eagle Mountain Casino is now open for business. It's a place where you can experience the excitement of slots and table games, new dining experiences, and top-name entertainment. An inside look after this.
Chair driver hit another car. I was overwhelmed.